Well, good morning. Today we got something a little bit different. Landon's birthday back in November, near the end of November. We got him a puzzle. He likes 3D puzzles, so I don't know if you've ever seen them. They have metal ones, they have wooden ones, and a lot of times they have movement to them, and he really enjoys putting them together. So I had an idea. I thought, what if I get him a puzzle? It's not really a 3D puzzle, but it is. So we bought him one of these Farmer Tech chainsaws. This right here is I don't remember their name for it, but it's a 372 XP, a Husqvarna. And all of these parts are interchangeable with Husqvarna. You can get steel. I don't know what other chainsaws they might have, but almost 100% of it you have to put together. I just noticed they did put the bearings in. Phone? So far it looks like the only thing that they pre-installed are the bearings, and the bar studs are already in there. They actually had these two pieces joined together. There's two pins. There's one here and one here. So when I opened up the box and saw that was together, I was excited, because this right here is crucial that you do it right. And I know how to get the crankshaft in the bearings is a treat. I had to make a special tool, and I learned from a YouTuber, but his channel name is Bellhopper, and I learned how to split one of these cases and put it back together by watching his video. So the first step for us is to put the gasket on. It's just going to go in there. Alright, well, I went back and watched Bellhopper's part 2 video of the 372 XP build, and he did put the sealant on both sides. So we have this gasket. It's been sitting on there a little while. I just put some shmooey on this side, and he made his own tool for heating up the bearings so that you can put the crankshaft in, and I made one. Mine's a little bit more simple than his. I just made it out of an old bolt, and I have a little bit of a taper on here. And what you do is you heat this up with the torch, hang on to it here. When your hand starts getting warm and you're thinking, all right, that's about all I can handle, then you're gonna put that in there, and then just slowly go side to side until the bearings bind up. And when the bearing won't move, then the crank shaft will just drop right in. Then you do the same thing to this side and fit your pieces together. You may have to tap on it with a mallet, and then you can run your screws in. And the hardest part of building these things is done. This is the Chinese version of the Husqvarna 372. They call it I think a G372, or I don't know, don't remember. It's not marked anywhere on here. But you get everything in a box, in pieces. And we've already put this part together. And I was hoping there would be some instructions that he could follow with my guidance, and then this is a 3D puzzle. I'm not trying to get him interested in the chainsaw thing. That's not my intention. What an opportunity to build a puzzle. But there's no instructions. So you have to pretty much know what you're doing. So, like I said, we've already got this put together. The case comes split. Now they did have the bearing and seals in on both sides. After going through all the packages and hey, there that is. I lost that and I lost this. I haven't had this box open in a month. Found it. I found it. So I was looking for this today. So looking at all the different parts, some of the parts I seen, I thought, what in the world is that for? And I don't know where it is right off the bat, but there is this threaded stud with a wing nut on there, just like you would see from the hardware store, type of a wing nut. And there is, I have never seen that on a 372 before, and I'm really curious to find out what that was supposed to be for. And I thought, boy, I wish I had another 372 to compare as I'm putting this together, because I that one part specifically, I don't know where that would go. Well, this saw belongs to my brother-in-law, and this is a Jonsered 2171, and it's the same thing as a 372. And I've just cleaned this thing. I've got to get a new cylinder and piston. And I'll tell you what, that studded thing with the wing nut does not exist on that saw. So I will put this together. I'm excited because I got caught up on all my projects, and I was wanting something else to build, and now I have it. That's an MS 361 right there on top of that box, and that's his. And that one, what was wrong with it? Oh, the flywheel, the key was sheared. On a lot of these chainsaw flywheels, the key is incorporated in the casting. It's not a separate key. I could not find another flywheel to save my life. I wasn't going to buy a brand new one because well over $100. And a lot of the used OEM ones were really expensive. So I bought an aftermarket one, and I should have known better because I had this happen before. And I would show you, except for that I already put it way up there. And they're making them with a keyway. Well, you got a keyway on the crankshaft, and then you got a keyway on the flywheel. Then you got to get the right size wedge key. And hardware stores don't sell no wedge key. So I got a refund on that, and then I found a fairly decently priced flywheel online, a used OEM one, and got it put in, and that thing runs again. I had the opportunity to get it tore all the way down and get it cleaned up. Well, I tell you what, these saws get dirty. This one here is mine. I just picked this up not long ago, and this is an MS 310. Guy had it for $150, and he said it would fire, but it wouldn't start up and stay running. It also came with an extra chain, just hanging right there, and a full jug, not even opened, of bar oil. $150. So I got home and I took that thing apart all the way down to the bare bones. I did not take the cylinder off, didn't need to do that, but I cleaned that thing but good. And putting it back together, I discovered that the impulse hose was cracked. almost broken in half, and I looked up in my junk, and I had a used one, and put that on there, and that thing fired right up. Good saw, probably worth, well, they sell from $400 to $450 on eBay. So I'm waiting to hear from a friend who's, actually I seen one sell for $475, so $450 to $475. Waiting for my friend to let me know if he wants it. And then I have this one that I just got ripped off on the other day at the auction. This thing is almost as clean as I would clean them when I take them apart. I mean, it's not bad, just a couple of areas where there was some dirt buildup, but not bad at all. And it said that will fire but not stay running, needs repair. That tells me that all I got to do is find out why won't it stay running. And so I bring it home. I opened up the gas tank cap. Clean as a whistle in there, not a drop of fuel. I said, wow, this is a nice saw. Filled it up with fuel, put the cap on, lifted up the saw, and there's fuel on the table. Yep, the tank is cracked. They were dishonest about it, and I'm like 98% sure that they knew that that was a problem. And I called the auction house. If the owner was there, I'm pretty sure he would have said, just bring it in, I'll give you a refund. But he's on vacation, his son's there, and he's a stickler to the rules. I've been doing business there for years, and so the owner, he works with me. He knows I'm an honest guy, and man, I sell a lot of stuff there. I've made them a lot of money. So I ordered another gas tank, and it's incorporated in with a handle. So anyway, I paid dearly for it. I'm not going to make any money on that saw when it sells. I'll be lucky to break even. So you win some, you lose some. Then I got this 026 and this 026. And this one, there's a guy on Marketplace that sells chainsaws, and he just lives a few miles away. And that guy, I mean, you can bank on it. He's going to have that thing inside and out. He knows what's wrong with it. He'll fix it. You can buy with confidence from him. And he had it for a price that I couldn't pass it up. So I bought it. This one, I think I got it at an auction in Grand Rapids, but you know what? I just don't remember anymore. But they run. And then there's a MS-250 down there. I went through that, cleaned it up. I didn't have to clean this one because he already did that. So I have this steel, that steel, that steel, that steel, and this steel. On eBay right now, I have 2 Husqvarnas listed, and then I've got this one. So I need to get these ones out here that are mine listed on eBay, and but in English, what I just said was, I go down to the hardware store, and I have them save me some chainsaw boxes, so as I can ship these out in a chainsaw box. Alright, well, we're just going to call this a video, I guess. I'm going to stop the video, and then I'm going to look around and see if there's anything else to flap my yap about. And then we'll close out the video. I got pretty much nothing. I think I'm going to probably repeat something here, but I'll do it anyway. right up there. Right up there is a steel concrete saw and another steel concrete saw. I picked those up. They were together in an auction. I won them for like $101. It said that one was complete and the other one was for parts of repair. So I bring them home. One of them that was complete, I put some fuel in it, fired that baby right up. You know what? It works good. The other one was missing the pull starter and one other minor thing, and I don't remember what that was, but I ordered an aftermarket pull starter on the eBays. Got that put together and pull started it, and it runs really good. I remember what I did. The one with the new pull starter has less compression than the other one. It's still really good compression. It's just that the one with the higher compression, I will keep that one for sure, and I'm thinking about selling the other one. I like having saws. I don't ever want to sell them. I like them. In fact, the guy that I bought this 026 from, this one, he has a passion for building the old yes, the old wheel horse lawnmower, riding lawnmowers. He will buy them when there's not much wrong with them, and then he'll go through them and just rebuild them. And he has a collection that he showed me. He has one that's a new old stock, and this is before they merged with Toro. Whatever happened there. It's a new old stock tractor. That's pretty cool. You don't see that every day. And he's showing me all these tractors. I said, what do you do with them? He just stood there staring at him. He says, well, I look at them. Yeah, I understand that, because that's what I like to do with these chainsaws. I like to look at them. I like to start them and rev them up, and I don't like to cut wood with them. You know why? Because they're clean. And if I cut wood with them, then they're not clean. So I've got a Craftsman up there that I bought from this guy. And the reason why I bought that was because at $80, I'm not going to sell it and make any money on it. It's kind of forcing me to keep it so that I have something to buzz up these little trees around here that fall over. However, the last choke cherry that fell over was probably a good, 8 to 10 inches in diameter, and that thing can't do it. I had to get one of these dirty. So, all right, I've flapped my yap enough, and I was going to come over here and lock this door. You better make sure I locked up the shed. Nope. Oh my. Wow. It's a good thing I'm out here flapping my yap to you guys. Wow. Somebody's out there shoveling snow. Can't see. There you go. Well, I'm glad you guys reminded me to come out here and do this. Fuck, or you. Well, that was my good phone. I'm videoing with my old phone. All right. Did she take care of her keys? Yep. So, I've been sick for a couple of weeks, and I don't know if I got bronchitis, but sore throat as well. And it doesn't hurt to cough or anything like that. It's just that tickle in your throat, you know what I'm saying? And you know how it is when you have a cold. It's always worse at night, and when you get up in the morning, and throughout the day, it's pretty good. And then when nighttime comes again, you feel rotten. I've been studying up on bronchitis to see the best way to get rid of it. And because, you know, it's viral, and so antibiotics don't do anything. Even though some doctors still prescribe antibiotics, and I think it's just because it's like the old sugar pill back in the day. Give them a sugar pill and they'll think that they're doing all right. Oh, it fixed me, it got me well again. And I'm not making this up. I read it on the internet, and of course, everything there is true. But one thing that is true is antibiotics don't do anything. I went to the Mayo Clinic online, and bacteria and virus can cause bronchitis, and they said, but don't take antibiotics because it won't do you any good. So just take some anti-inflammatory pills, ibuprofen, acetaminophen, blah, 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 and keep your house humid. Take some steam baths. And I don't know if you guys know about this. A lot of people do. Put at night time when you go to bed, put some Vicks on the bottom of your feet and put some socks on. And buddy, that does wonders. So I've been doing that. I'm getting tired of it. And the coughing isn't like super bad. The sore throat's the worst part of the deal. And I know it's not strep, so all right. I will. I'll do an update when I get a little bit farther on this news. Because I'm excited about getting that thing going. Right then. Bye.